all the ardent viewers of this beautiful show, you're most welcome to this edition of what we call the Indigenous Beats. Now, for those who are watching us for the first time, Indigenous Beats is a cultural show in which we redefine the art of culture across Africa. Yes, but particularly we always dwell much on the Ugandan cultures, because what Ugandans have as part of their cultural systems is actually what even other African countries do have. Now today, I would like to say that we are going to be having something particular about culture from a particular region. But before I get into that, I would like to say to my friends from the western part of the country, Agandi, how is life taking you? Mbarara, Isingiro, Fort Poto. How are you guys doing? Kasese, is everyone okay? I hope you guys are shifting well with the different episodes of life that you always engage in. To my friends all the way from the northern part of the country that we have just finished to visit, that is in Kitgum, Magulu, Lamuo, would like to say, Kopango, how is the going? How are you trying to strive hard? Are you enjoying what we call, there's this beautiful, I would say tasty drink called arege, actually the cultural drink of the Achole people. How is the arege? Are you enjoying it? Are you having a feel of it? Because of course one time when we went there, I had a feel of it with my producer, and it was something so much beautiful, so much exciting, so much great. To all our comrades from the side of West Nile, we would like to welcome you back from that, I don't know how to call it, I would say, that violent election. But thank God that at least finally, their life was lost, but peace is being regained. And I'm seeing from the news that we're reading every now and then, peace is now starting to prevail in the business center of Arua. So welcome back from that turmoil of political, I would say, havoc, left-right center between the camps that were there busy politicking. To all of you who are from the central part of the country, we love you so much. We love you, and thank you so much for being part of the Indigenous crew. Busoga, Bagisu, Teso, Lango, and other parts of the country. All Uganda, all guys from East Africa, all guys from Africa. Thank you so much for catching us every Saturday on Record TV, purely culture. I would like to say OLUPO to the African, coming to you every Saturday and bringing you what you have been missing out on culture. Today, I want to take you to a particular region in this country that very many people actually celebrate their music, their culture, without knowing who they are. I know very many of you have been dancing into what we call the Kadodi beat. The Kadodi beat is actually a unique concept of culture in East Africa that is shared by not only Ugandans, but also our neighbors, Kenya. Now, when I talk about the Kadodi beat, which region does it come from? Allow me share this. The Kadodi beat emanates from the eastern part of the country, particularly in Bagisu sub-region. Now, where is Bagisu? I know very many times when you hear about someone is a Bagisu, some of you confuse them with other languages. Actually, one time I was with a friend and he told me that the Bagisu people are related to the Bakonjo. I said, no, they are not even part of the Bakonzo. They are not part of the Rukonjo people. They are not part of the Bakonjo. They are not. Actually, only what they share is both sides live in hilly, rocky, and mountainous areas. Now here, when we talk about mountainous areas, we are looking at Bagisu in the eastern part of the country. Then we are looking at Rwenzori in the western part of the country. Now, Bagisu sub-region happens to be in the eastern part of the country, and it occupies majorly the major city is Mbale town. Now, how many of you have ever gone to Mbale town? If you've never gone to Mbale town, it's one of the tourist destinations that you need to reach before you die. Actually, you should leave Kampala if you're someone who has been a city-born. Leave Kampala and have a tour of the eastern part of the country. Spend a week in Mbale town. Go to clubs. Go and see their culture. See their Imbalu. And see all the way these people work in relationship to the activities of their daily earnings. Now today, we want to share with you more in detail about the Gishu culture. Now, in Bagisu, the language spoken is called Logisu. One amazing thing about the Logisu language is when someone speaks Logisu language and you listen to it, they speak like they're speaking Chinese. How many of you have had a feel of the Chinese language? To all the Chinese who are watching us today, just know that you have comrades whom go through to Africa in the Bagisu community. And there's one unique thing about them. The unique thing about them is they have a tradition that involves circumcision. Now, what is circumcision? Circumcision is a process under which the forefront part of the male organ is cut. The foreskin is removed. All over different parts of the world, circumcision has been done in different ways. But the major predominant ways are two. One, culturally. Then two, in relationship, the medical side of it. Now, medically, the medics have always through their researches, produced reports that this has been one way under which the sexually transmitted diseases have been controlled, because they believe that when your foreskin is cut off, the germs that would cause bacteria that would cause disease are always never given chance to breed. And that explains why they believe that if you are circumcised, you have less risks of contracting any STD.
Musajja mu masaba ne bamwita mwambu nenge kika kyazaalibwamu bakiyita nti ba mutoto yagenda nayagala omuwala bamuyita si muto nga muwala wani muwala wafuuya omukalenjini oba omulwa nga bwe bayita kati bwe basisinkana ono omulenzi ono mwambu n'ajja yagala omuwala oyo si muto muwala wafuuya omuwala n'amugamba nti ffe waffe tukomola naye bw'oba onjagala naawe komola ndyoke nfumbirwe gy'oli. Oyo mwambu n'akkiriza. Bwe yakkiriza n'agenda eri kitaawe ne baddayo ewaabwe eyo ne bagenda bayitaani bano abasazi ne bajja babakalenjini era bakodomi boono batugaye nti banyina boono b'omuwala ono fuuyo ono bayita nti omulwa lyegwanga lye naye ng'erinnya lye etuufu yawali bamuyita nti si muto muwala wafuuya ye yali kitaawe w'omuwala ono. Naye n'akkiriza abasajja abo ne bajja bamusala kubanga omuwala yamugamba bw'otookomolwe tuyinza okuzaala abaana nga bafuwa ate balwala tetuyinza kuba nazadde wabula okugjako nze nkusiimye oba naawe onsiimye mala okukomola tujja kutwalagana. Era bwe kityo ne kikolebwa omusajja n'akkiriza ne bamusala. Kale bamala okumusala awo tugaye nti enjiri netandika okubunyisibwa y'okukomola. Buli muntu agaa nti kati abaana bano bwe baakula ne bano bakwata omuziro ogwo ne batandika okubulako abantu ku bbalibbali abasigaddewo mikwano gyabwe ne bagaa nti pozi okomola kintu kirungi omuntu ng'okomodo olabika bulungi ate tolwala ndwadde zino tetwandigambye nti zino ez'obukaba nga tewakyalumizibwa n'engeri endala engeri omuntu gy'abeeramu awo no ne kufuuka ky'omuziro. Kaakati kusinziira ku ekyo ne bagamba nti bw'oba okomolwa kino kibeera bwe kiti kino kibeera bwe kiti ne kifuuka eky'omuzizo ogw'amaanyi eriifwe mu ggwanga lyaffe ery'Abagisu oba Bamasaaba kuba Bamasaaba nabo bajja buwizi luvannyuma bo be basooka naye Omugisu kyasinziira ku linnya olw'ente gye bayita nti Ngisu katugambe nti twandiyise nti ente enume olw'okubanga nti omusajja oyo agenda ne bamuggyako ente ye n'agenda mu nte ezo zonna n'alondamu ente ye n'agitwala ne baga omusajja ono nga naye enume ye Ngisu bwe baali bagiyita bwe kufuukirawo ne baddayo ati akakati ffe tuli nze ndi Mugisu ne bazaale batyo eggwanga ne baba bayita nti Bagisu naye gwe Bamasaaba. Kale mukutwaliza awamu ebyo byebimpi eva mu kukomolwa. Kati bwe baakomola omusajja oyo ekintu ekyo omulembe ogwo ne baguyita nti abantu abaasooka okukomolwa. Kati abaddangako mu biseera ebyo abantu nga batambula bamegoletinga okuva eno badde eri maye nti abantu baasenga okuva eno ebukiika kono nga bagenda mu Maserengeta oba esouth baavwa bwe bati enoozi nga baserengeta awo ono ne bayita abantu abo nti baakolongolo baanapera kwegamba baali bagenyi nga bajja muno babalwanyisa. Kale baakomerwa muki mu kavuuvungano ak'amaanyi nga abagenyi bajja babateganya ne bagenda nga batuuma amaanyi okuva ku lunaku olwo okutwalizamu nga bwe twawula bagamba nti omwaka gwali 18 mu gumu bwe baatandikibwa okukomolwa ne bajja bwe batyo nga bakomolwa okutuusa ne ku mulembe gwaffe n'okutuusa ne ku mulembe ogwaliwo gwe tulimu kaakati. Naye ffe kye tumanyi omuwala ono omulwa oba omutwa
kati omukalenjini yajja okuleetera Abanakenya bajja batya ate okujja eno nabo okukomolwa.
Webale kyali bwe kiti kyokka nkikunnyonnyole bulungi. Mu myaka egyo nga tebanwa kuteekawo eno ekiyitibwa nti Uganda nti eno Kenya kyo tekikulimbanga kubanga luli abantu kwegamba ensi eno yali bumu nga abantu batambula butambuzi nene waliwo abantu babayita nti egundi nebagenda bamutabuliza amaanyi kakati ekyokulabirako omanyifu gyetwava abamasaba abamu tebamanyi abaganda omanyi gye baava nabwafu abasinga obungi tumanyi tu abaganda basinzira kindi nebalyoka bajja eno ate n'abantu abalala basigaddewo manya nti waliwo abantu webaviira nebalyoka basensera ekitundu ekyo naffe bwetutyo nga bwe twajja nga tusensera tetumanyi twaviirawa tetumanyi twafulumirawa naye ffe tumanyi twafuluma ludda oluvawa Ethiopia kale omuziro ogwo gwatugoberera newankubadde nga abo nabo abagundi abakalenjini nabo bava kukuba eryo lyennyini naye nga bomanyi nti ekintu kigobererwa gyekyabulira tiwebolaba nti mu Isirayiri abantu abayitira Abamasayi bolaba babagamba nti Abaisirayiri abaabula naye nabo bakomolwa kale n'olwekyo ekiseera ekyo abantu baali batambulirawo nga tebamanyi nti ono gundi kwegamba no batuukanga wano nga babuddamu awo naffe bwe twajja oba oyo abasajja abo abagundi Abaisopia bwe bajja nga babuddamu ku lusozi luno gye bayita nti Eligoni Masaaba basaaba abantu abo batugamba bulungi nti ffe bennyini bayita nti Bamasaaba twabwa mu kitundu ekya Ethiopia bakiyita Masaawa kale kakati omuntu nga tutambule n'okubyetegereza obulungi toyinza kumanya simanyi twavaawa ebyo balimba bulimbi twafuluma bwe tuti kifo bakiyita Masaawa nga bw'omanyi Omuganda bwe yagamba nti kakati tuweze tufuuse Muganda nebagamba nti Abaganda kati Omuganda ye yaliwa kuba Omuganda abamu onu yava eno onavu eri najja bwe begatta awamu tetufuuse Muganda nebagamba nti Abaganda kankubuulira ekyo oba abantu tebakimanyi abasinga obungi naffe bwetutyo bwe tuli kati bano bwe bajja kuba ebiseera gamwe gwa nti omusajja yali mu Kalenjini naye yali ali eno ng'alina omuwala w'oyo bajjanga batambula nti bajja bwe bati wano tulina abantu abaava olw'Ekenya babita Bakakamega naye waliwo abantu bwe babuddama ne bazaalira abaana ne babayita ekira nti abo bakumeka n'abalala ffe wano gye tuyita nti mutoto kankubuulira ekintu ekisembayo omusajja alina emiti gino emituba gino eminene siyinza kutegeera mu Luganda wabajje naye nga kyekimu kubanga kyekika ekimu n'emituba kakati omusajja oyo ng'atuuza abantu muki mu mituba ani oyo yatuulanga mugundi bamuyita Zeebayo otegedde bamuyita Zeebayo naye kitaawe wa Mwambu
yali kitaawe wa Mwambu
yesebo kakati awo anti tufuna kwita nti mutoto anti otula mu mituba nga bwe tutudde wano muyembe nti mukayembe nti muyembe kale basinziranga kumanya g'ebintu ng'ekampala beta nti ekampala basinzira kuki tebasinzira ku nsolo zino empala nti kabaka agenze ali Kampala kakati mwene mutategeera mulowooza nti Kampala lyawo yaviira ku kintu ejinja bategeera ku jinja liye nkulu osomoka ejinja ngo ogenda e Buganda Abaganda bave nga bajja basuubula nti owayo mwasulidde ku jinja mwasuze ku jinja nti twaze ku jinja eyo kibuga nekifuuka nti ejinja kyavugwa ku jinja eryo eri kuleerwawo banange embaale wano gyota nti embaale basinzira ku mbaale SS kati kakungulu byewajja n'Abazungu baga nti abantu bano bayitawo nti nti okwo kumbaale Bagisu baga nti okwo kumbaale kumabaale waliwo obubaale embaale zino ziranga enkokoto kwegamba musinzirenga ku kintu nga tuyita ekintu kyasinziranga ku kintu kyemulira mu kiseera ekyo nakyo kyova olaba nti n'amaanyi agasinga obungi batuumanga abantu amaanyi ag'ekisaazisaazi nebivaamu okukola okubbulamu omuntu nga bafudde ne bamubbulamu erinnya ti gundi so nga lyava ku kintu gundi naffe bwe tutyo bwe tulisebo kale nkunyonyodde ku bintu ebyo kyova olaba nti bamuyita nti mutoto kyasinzira ku mito egyo emivule egyali emingi ewaffe eno erinnya netambula.
Welcome back from the words of the man himself. Remember that those are not our words. We are only so privileged that God gave us a chance and Record TV gave us the platform to travel from the capital Kampala to the eastern mini capital Mbale in bid to capture the actions and the history live on the ground from the local people. Now, you've heard from him that all this traditional practice, or this traditional act, all this traditional evidence happened as a result of one simple thing. This simple thing was love. What happened was Masaba actually got a woman that he fell in love with. And because of the fact that his heart was so much deep in love, he was willing to do anything he is told to bring home the love of his life. This you can do it in the normal daily life. How many of you have ever fallen in love? Leave alone this relationship that you fall in today, relationship for chips today here, relationship for the necklace the other side, relationship for a new smartphone here, and the other day when someone tells you, okay, what do we do next? I want to marry you. You're like, see, I got me, I don't want that relationship. For what? Women of today, for what? With their long nails, for what? Leave alone that relationship of today that is rotating along. There are those who have fallen for what they call real love. You get soaked in love, you get submerged in love that you don't see anywhere. All what you're seeing is love. That is what Masaba fell for. When Masaba fell for that, his in-laws, during the time when he went and confronted them and he told them that he was willing to marry her, they told him, the only condition for you to take up our dear daughter as your wife is one. We want you not to bring a limousine, but of course by then there are no limousines. I'm just giving you an example. Not to give us a skyscraper, not to give us a skyscraper, not to give us any other thing that the world would give us, but we want to test your patience, your strength, your courage, your uniqueness, your manhood. And when we are finished to test that and get the evidence that you are man enough, then there we can give you chance to take our daughter. What was the major purpose about this? Why brought this? What was the major focus? What was the major reason why they had to think about this? They thought about this because in the back of their minds, they knew this would be the only proof to them that these gentlemen could stand firm, could stand strong, could stand comfortably to defend their daughter, fight for their daughter, work for their daughter, walk with their daughter, endure with their daughter, live with their daughter, and love their daughter forever. So what they decided to do, they said, okay, simple, we want to give you a task. He said, I am ready. Are you sure? Yes, I am ready. So they told him, stand in front of a crowd, and we are going to cut the foreskin of your private part, of your organ. And we don't want you to cry. We don't want you to do any other thing. Stand like a man and will accomplish it. Real knife on skin. Not like they whereby you go to the hospital and hide there. Then they have to sterilize you. Then they cut you without you feeling. The imbalo, the Gishu circumcision, you must stand in front of everyone, in front of the knife without any sterilizer, and you're cut. So that's exactly what happened in the eastern part of the country to give birth to that. Now, according to history, it's believed that the wife he wanted to marry was actually not belonging to his territory. It was across the Kenyan side. That was where, again, the Bagisu related people do exist. So what happened was, when he did that, immediately they gave him a wife with an assumption that he is man enough, with an assumption that he is courageous, he is a warrior, he is a fighter, he is a hunter, he is a go-getter, he is everything. How many of you would accept to face your in-laws, undress, and give your private part, and have your foreskin cut off? Very many of you would shy away. But in the Gishu culture, very many people actually go through this knife. And by the way, to give you another tip about the Gishu culture, when you are not circumcised, whether you have 17 PhDs, you are not a man. They call you still a boy. Now, there's one other rhetoric thing about the Gishu culture, that for very many people who are to be circumcised and have fear, always run away from the Gishu locality. Now, for very many of them who have taken off to outside countries, something weird but culturally recognized about the Gishu people is the fact that even if you die overseas, even if you die in Asia and they fly you back in the country, the day you land in the airport is the very day they will circumcise you in your coffin, because they will want to bury you when you are a real man. That is something about the Gishu culture. Now, in the Eastern District, this is a culture that has taken course. Memory, the time of the Masebas till today, every kid as he's growing up is converted into manhood. I know very many of you could be having this question. What does manhood mean? Does it mean that I have to be above 18 years to be called a man? That is in the legal part of the Ugandan legal system. When you go to the courts of law, they say any person above 18 years has now grown from a child into what they call a youth or into adulthood. But according to the Gisu culture, even if you are 15 years and you undergo circumcision, you've qualified from a nobody to a somebody. Now, in other cultures like the Karimojong people, they have unique things that they do in bid to graduate you from a young kid into adulthood. In the Teso sub-region, for you to be seen as a real man, you must build a grass-thatched house that is your own. You must go down, lay the bricks, get the clay, and be in position either to burn those bricks, cut the wood, set the bricks on fire, have them ready, carry the things from the other side where you burn them from into this compound where you're supposed to build a house, go to the bush, look for grass, come back from the bush, get the reeds and the poles, get the fiber that you need, go up with the grass and complete your house. When you do that, you are believed to be a man. Now, in other cultures, there are different things that are assessed culturally in bid to qualify you to be a real man. Now, one other unique aspect about the Gishu culture is the traditional music. Very many politicians from different parts of this country, from northern part, from central part, from deeper eastern part, from the northeast part, from the western part, in most cases have opted out for the Kadodi beat as compared to any other beat. Most of you have heard it, tuti, 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 something of the sort. This has been one of the best beats. It's different from any other sound in this country. And I would like us currently to go into a simple music interlude as we pick up how the Kadodi beat flows. Welcome back from the beautiful beats all the way from the land of the Bagisu land. Yes, I know very many of you could be wondering, where are these beats from? Every time you've been watching them in different rallies across the whole country, in different universities, because for those who at least got the chance to study in an institute, you are pretty much sure that different universities, when they go into what we call elections for guild presidents, elections for GRCs, most camps actually use this beat in order to win an election. Now, I would like to say, for very many of you who have been glued within Uganda, do you know that very many people travel from even outside the country to Uganda just to travel to the eastern part of the country, particularly Bagisu sub-region, just to listen to the Kadodi beat? Do you know how many whites every time spend their money planning on how they can get to Africa just to move to the land of the Bagisu people, to listen to the Bagisu people speaking Lugisu as a language? Now, for some of you who don't know what the Bagisu are all about and what they feed on, are you aware that the Bagisu people have what they call malewa as their cultural food? Okay, we have a lot in stock for you. Allow me just say, I'm just giving you a synopsis of what we have ahead of us, but we'll be going into a short break. When we return, we shall be talking about the process of how Imbalo is organized. We shall be talking about the relevance of the huts in the preparation of this whole event. Actually, we shall be taking you straight to talk to some of the events organizers for the Imbalo Festival in the Eastern region. Let's go for a short commercial break.